Hi everyone, this is Araceli Amador from Las Aventuras de Araceli, and today we are going to talk about domestic violence. This issue is something that is going on in our city, in our community, and we have to know that this kind of behaviors are not okay. But in order to know, we have to know what it is domestic violence, what are the types of domestic violence that exist, and how these affect our family and children. So right here, I have Christofina from Stepstone. She will let us know about this. Okay.
Well, hi everybody. I'm Christofina, and I'm with Stepstone, and we provide we're a nonprofit that provides transitional housing for women suffering from domestic violence. We also are a great pathway to get a lot of resources, and our advocates do a lot of great work connecting those people with what they need.
Mhm. And what is domestic violence?
So domestic violence can look like several different types. There's this cool wheel that we have um, that talks about the power and control. That's mostly what it revolves around. It can look physical, which is what most people are comfortable with. Violence. That's what they picture. Domestic violence is a black eye or grabbing or any intimidation. But it can also look like emotional abuse, making you feel like you're crazy. You're just a lot of gaslighting behaviors of it's not, no, that's not what it is. It couldn't look like that. And you feel guilty and you feel those extra feelings of, oh, maybe it is, I am the problem. And that's another type of abuse. Isolation, cutting off the woman from their friends, their family, work, any sort of community. It's just you and the abuser instead.
Mhm.
Minimizing, denying, and blaming, making it seem like, oh, it's not a big deal, whatever. This is normal. This is our relationship. This is our marriage. We have problems. That's all it is. And minimizing your experience of what's really going on and the trauma that you're suffering from. Using your children against you, making them, oh, listen to daddy or listen to mommy. Or mommy's always the right one. You can't trust what daddy's saying. And just it's a power dynamic. It switches the dynamics of a family unit and makes it an abuser. Uh, Economic abuse, not having access to work or access to your finances. You don't know how much is in an account. You don't know if you could just move out. You don't know what that looks like. You don't know if your bills are being paid. There's been instances where you think rent's being paid, and the next thing you know, you don't have anywhere to live. That is financial abuse. And then just using threats and coercion of a little look to the side. Or just, wait till we get home type thing. Those are another types of threats. We also like to look for like red flags. Being familiar and knowing like those little signs, those little voices in your head are usually right. And you feel like these are adding up, we have resources, we have someone to connect you to. But understanding and getting that information out of what it really looks like, I think is important first to understanding. Wanting you to all to him or herself, because domestic violence doesn't discriminate. It is man and women that suffer from this. Criticizing you, like I said, taking your money or running up credit card debt, opening a credit card in your name, and you don't know that's just gone. There's your credit. It's your credit given away. Raging out of control, of course, but then going around your family and friends and, oh, he would never do that. Oh, he would never be that person. But in behind closed doors, seeing another person. Threatening to hurt or kill you, that involves pets, unfortunately, too. Threatening, oh, I don't like that dog of yours, always barking. It's your dog, your problem. And that's unfortunately another big red flag to look for. And pressuring you to have sex. The consent is so important. Even if you're married to somebody, you still have the right to say yes or no. And pressuring use to drugs or alcohol, a lot of people find a connection to that. And it's not only with the drugs or alcohol, but even getting you to come join me. Oh, it's not so bad when you're drinking with me. And you don't have to do that. It's your life to control.
Mhm.
And then just, yeah, preventing you from work or school, making sure that you can't get out and hear other people's thoughts or opinions on what's going on in your life. Uh, those are the different kinds of red
Mhm.
flags to really look for.
Mhm. And when we talk about physical abuse, how it looks like, because these ones are the ones that most of the time people is not aware of, but they are there, and they are not okay in the marriage. And any kind of relationship is not okay. Anything that she has said is not a normal and healthy relationship. So how these one are the first stages, and then it can escalate to physical abuse. How it looks like physical abuse.
Physical abuse can be as simple as just grabbing your wrist too hard, not letting you move somewhere, and you have little finger bruises. But it can escalate to the point of strangulation, black eyes, throwing you against things, um, anything that's moving your body and you don't want it moved. That is physical violence. So you should be able to have the autonomy of your body, not for somebody else to just kind of manhandle in a way to the way they want.
And how affect all these domestic abuse to children?
Well, that's the first relationships that are modeled for you. One sets unhealthy boundaries and it makes you think, normalizes these unhealthy behaviors as a normal, healthy relationship and continues the cycle. It can also negatively impact their schooling, their growth and development, because being on alert all the time is not a healthy growing environment for a child. And it takes away so greatly from what you can have in a happy home, growing children. That's already a tough job, and adds a whole nother layer of trauma, of issues, of things to work through that these kids just don't need.
And as a woman and a man in an abusive relationship, how this affect them?
So it affects you on so many different levels. It can affect you, any man or woman experiencing this. It's always that thought in the back of your head. You worry about your future, you worry about your finances, you worry about your emotional state. You can't be focused and a happy, healthy, working person if you have these issues going on. Physically, you can get sick, you get ulcers and things, worrying all the time of, am I safe? Is it okay? Is it a good day today? Can I go home and feel relaxed, or are they going to be angry today? All of those issues compound and just a multitude of issues to tear and wear at your body. It's heavy stuff to talk about. Heavy stuff, but I think it's important to have the discussions to make it available so that somebody that can come and talk to you and let you know, hey, I'm going through this. Oh my goodness, I didn't even realize that having somebody hear and believe you in that role is such a huge door for those women. It makes the conversation start, and then you can find resources, you can find a path to not stay in that. Though it is uncomfortable, it is something that has to be done.
Yes, and this is something that most of the time keeps in the four walls of your house, because most of the time people living in domestic violence doesn't speak out, doesn't say it because they feel ashamed or feel that nothing is going to happen, that is what they have to be living. And now, how Stepstone identify the specific needs of the people that are looking help in these kind of situations?
Well, we have some wonderfully trained advocates that know how to talk to the survivors, to use the right vocabulary, make you feel comfortable. And then we have a large range of different services that we can connect you with. We know the resources, we know the other people, and we can get you whatever your empty spot is and try to fill that for you. One, having the education, we can sit there and talk to you and look at a power wheel together and see where are you falling on this? How is your life comparative? What does your relationship look like? But it's all free and comfortable. keeping it between you and the advocate. We're not going to just call the police and say, hey, there's something going on at this house. It stayed a safe environment for women to come, or men, to open up about what's going on behind those four walls.
Mhm. That is really important, that we know that we have resources and we have people that can help. And that is really why we are doing this today, because we want to get you close to resources. And she told me once, no one should settle down in one situation that is not acceptable. Um, how the community can get involved with Stepstone.
Well, I think the best way Lorenzo kind of summed it up in our other interview is you listen and believe them. First, start this conversation. Being an advocate, I'm the community outreach liaison. I can only be so many places at so much time. So we need the community to come together and for once, just listen and hear out what these people are going through, what their home life looks like. Even sometimes it can be that lady sitting next to you at the bus stop or waiting in line at the grocery store, and just having some connection to somebody and believing them plants that seed of this is not what my life has to look like. And then connecting to our resources. We're really lucky to have some great partners, and we're getting out resources as much as we can, as much as we can. And connecting to those resources and providing that for people is huge. But as the community, one, remember Stepstone's name. And if you need help. But two is being there, is building that community so that it's not a normal occurrence anymore. It's not just the average thing behind your closed doors. It's actually a conversation that you can have and feel confident that somebody's in it.
And where is located Stepstone?
So Stepstone's located at 1324 South Bluffview. We're here 8 to 5. You can call us. Our number is 265-1611, and we have advocates that are available to talk to you. It doesn't have to be as far as, oh my goodness, I have a black eye, I need help too. It could be some of those red flags kind of got me thinking, made me wonder about if I'm ready for a change in my life. Nobody will pressure you here that and you need to do this today. We need to get this done. That's not the kind of community we're building. It's more so, here are your options. This is what your world could look like. And giving those choices to somebody rather than just settling for what they get.
Exactly. The thing is that the choice is yours, and they are here to listen what you want to do, and that is the only thing that is important. Healing is possible after a traumatic situation like that. Maybe your self-esteem is down, but you can get this out of your life, and you can take a step by step with a Stepstone.
Yeah.
Something else to talk about?
I just want to make it really clear that we have a lot of different community support. We have support groups, we have classes, we have advocacy that can help you. If you need a PFA, things you don't understand legal documents that, oh my goodness, I'm trying to leave my husband, divorce him, and now I'm stuck in all this because of domestic violence. We can help with a lot of things. We have a lot of connections to the community that we are more than happy to share. Legal assistance services, I think is, and just giving these women and people suffering from domestic violence a community, somebody that you can talk to that's also gone through what you've gone through. We can make those connections for you.
Okay, I think you said.
Yeah, we covered it.
Yes. Thank you so much for everyone. Now you know that you have right here in a Stepstone a resource for you, your family, or friends. Whoever that you know that is in a difficult situation, share this information with them. They are not alone. they can get over this. Thank you so much for listening to us.
Yes, thank you so much for having us.
And bye-bye. Like and share.